Good morning. It's February 28th. I'm going to read a little bit more verses this morning than I normally am, but to get to my point. I'm in John chapter 8, and I'm going to read verses 3 through 11. It says, "And the scribes and the Pharisees brought unto him a lady that was taken to adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery in the very act. And Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned, but what sayest thou? This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down, and with his finger he wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. So when they continued asking him, he lifted himself and said unto them, He without sin among you, let him cast the first stone at her. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And when they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And when Jesus was left alone with the woman standing in the midst, when Jesus had lifted himself, he saw no one but the woman, and he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more." Jesus Christ has a very good way with words. A lot of times we want to, so to speak, stone people, beat people when they do wrong or get caught doing wrong. We need to learn how to control our words and do our words a little bit better. Each situation's different, so you got to handle each situation differently. But the way we handle it, sometimes we need to examine ourselves and look and say, hey, where can I get myself better at? How can I make myself better when it comes to these things? Just like me with my children, punishing them a lot of times. I've said it and I'll say it again. I have to calm down. That way I'm doing things out of love instead of out of anger. So sometimes sit back and take a breath. It's going to be all right. The problem's still going to be there. And at the very end, most of the time the problem's going to be dropped off. But it's the way that you bring it about at that moment. Could Jesus have let that woman be stoned? Yeah. He could have. But, should we stone people, so to speak, stone people? No, we shouldn't. Maybe they deserve it. Maybe they deserve it in our eyes. But how many times have we deserved things? I look back in my life and see that from time to time, as I made mistakes, sometimes I got in trouble for things that I didn't do, or I didn't think I deserved to get in trouble for. And there's sometimes that, man, I sweated for a long time thinking I'm going to get in trouble for this, and never did. That's how Jesus Christ works, and that's how life works. Even though I didn't get in trouble for those things that I did, I sure thought about it. God laid it on my heart. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow.